Hey everyone, it's Sabrina Jane. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading, something that you don't see. So what do you not see? Let's find out. So you have 4 piles to choose from as usual. Pile number 1 is a yellow calcite. Pile number 2 is an epidote. Pile number 3 is a purple fluorite. Or pile number 4 is the turquoise. So something that you don't see right now, or you don't see it coming, you're not seeing clearly. Let's find out. And it's perfectly fine to choose multiple piles if you're drawn to multiple piles, timestamps, or crystals. So just take a moment to choose or tune in to the pile that's getting your attention the most. And well, let's get started. Pile 1. Hi, pile 1. If you were drawn to the yellow calcite. Okay, so what is it that you don't see? Queen of Wands. Wow. And the 4 of Wands. Okay. We need to pull a few more cards. But what I'm picking up here is that there's a vision or hope or a dream or a wish that you're having that you're wanting to manifest, but you can't see it coming, or maybe you don't believe that it's actually possible. So let's get some more cards. What more do you need to know? There is the Knight of Swords. The Hierophant. I feel like this card. The 5. Oh, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, the 5 of Swords. Wow, did you see that? I didn't know I had such skill. I don't think I did that. I think a spirit guide just flicked it out of my fingers. What do you think? Okay. So, okay. I have to be honest, what I'm sensing here with the 4 of Wands, something about your home or where you're living, you're desiring, you have a vision, you probably are really longing to be somewhere else, and you're wanting to change something in your home, but maybe some of you aren't really believing that it's possible, or you haven't seen any options available for you to make this happen. There's some sort of change happening within your home, or within your vision, right? But what you don't see is that you're going to be offered, there's a new offer or opportunity that's going to be showing up for you soon through someone else or somewhere else that you're going to be able to make that choice. The Page of Cups is, well, it's an offering. Someone's going to be offering you an opportunity that you probably cannot turn down or deny. And cups usually refer to your emotions, your emotional well-being. And I feel like many of you, you're wanting to get out of your current situation, or you're wanting to avoid people, or to get away from conflict or chaos and that sort of thing. So let's just call this relocation, because you can't currently see when you're going to be able to move or relocate into another home or another location. But this is definitely something that is destined to happen for you, but you're not seeing it. So let's get a little bit more information. Which deck do I want to go to next? Let's go to this one. Get a message from your spirit guides. What do you need to know right now in the present moment? Okay. Trust that your life plan is unfolding exactly as it should. Should I put this over here? Is there room? No. But I can raise the camera and make room. See? Just like that. Trust. Okay, everything is happening in perfect timing. And I know that some people don't really like to hear that, because when you want something, you want it when you want it, and you don't want to have to wait for it. But everything is happening in perfect divine timing. and your path. Trust that yeah, there's something else that you're not aware of that you need to become aware of before you move or before you relocate. So I don't know if something is changing in your vision, or you might change your mind, like where you want to go, or your intuition is expanding. Maybe you're not currently aligned with your truth. There's something, yeah, there's something else here. There's a gift, your spiritual gift, your intuition. The spirit guides are saying when it's time, you will know. So maybe you're not believing that you'll ever be able to move, and that is not correct, because spirit guides are saying, yeah, it's definitely going to happen, just not necessarily in the way or the timing that you would love to command it to happen. So pile one, if you're anything like me, you're probably asking, why? Why do I have to wait? Why can't it just happen now? Why? What more do we need to know? All right. There's still, that's funny, what more do we need to know? There's still more. Okay, it's up in the air where you're going to land or relocate to. It's still up in the air. So if you're thinking that you're going to relocate or move into a specific location, that's not necessarily where you're actually going to end up moving. That's why it's not happening right now, because it's not the right time. Or you're thinking you're expecting it to happen specifically in this way, and it's not meant to happen in that way. So your next home location is aligned with your spiritual path as well. And so everything is in alignment with the frequency of who you are and what you're doing in your life, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, emerging. Oh, so this is truth is emerging. New knowledge and truth. Honestly, I keep coming back to your intuition or your psychic abilities are still expanding. Your higher knowing is still a little underdeveloped. And so for whatever reason you're living in the area that you're living now, it's the perfect energetic alignment. It's exactly where you need to be so that you can build your power, your strength, your confidence, your stability, your inner knowing, your intuition, and all of these things for yourself before you move forward in this next chapter of your life. But it is on the verge, something new, so it could be a new chapter. Notice you've got butterflies here. So you've been going through a transformation. You've been working on yourself. And, okay, everything is happening exactly as it should. But when it's time for you to move the opportunity, you're going to have a choice. There's going to be several locations that you can choose from. So don't try to keep yourself limited or stuck to just one location, because Spirit says that there are other better locations that you'll probably enjoy more. You're just not aware of those locations yet because, well, it's not time for you to know. So you're still working on yourself, your confidence, your emotional balance and strength, your stability, all of these things. So let's just find out more about your purpose, specifically right now while you are waiting. The records. Interesting. Remember why you came. Be bold. So you're exactly where you need to be right now in your awakening process. You're slowly becoming aware of your truth, your purpose, your future, your potentials, your gifts. Everything is coming together. And so while you're in this current location, you should come to the full realization of your purpose and why, what your spiritual purpose is, your destiny, maybe even your gift. Technically, you're still learning, you're still evolving, you're still growing, you're still working on yourself, which is why you're still living where you're living right now. But you know what? Some people consider the number of the wands will reveal the distance, how far away you're going to move from where you're currently at. And this is like a distance from where you're presently living. So when you do move, you're probably going to move to a completely different environment and scenery than where you are living and experiencing right now. So if you live in the country, you might be moving to the seaside. Or if you live in the big city, you might be moving to... Oh, look at this. You know, I think you get the gist. Look to the future with foresight and make wise choices. Look at that. You're like standing above the clouds. Yes. How many of you are visualizing a home with a view? Now this has a view over the mountains. It's got an amazing view of the sunset or the sunrise, the clouds. It's like you're above it all. Visualize. Look to the future with foresight and make wise choices right now. So, yeah, but you're still gathering knowledge and information along your spiritual journey. But the more you can visualize yourself where you wish to be, it makes the waiting process a little more enjoyable. But again, I feel like there's going to be multiple opportunities, so you don't want to limit yourself. So the opportunities are, I don't know, you could live up in like the top of the mountains and here maybe off of the cliff near waterfalls. Like, so to me, that's making me think of Yosemite. But Yosemite isn't the only place where they've got waterfalls, but that's just what it's making me think of. The northern coast. The northern, like the northwestern coast. The woods, the forest, the Smoky Mountains, the seaside, the desert. Nobody really knows where you're going to end up moving to. Okay, and so that final determination is going to be made by your higher self. And so this is saying that you're not currently aligned with your highest potential because you're probably in a space where you're just wanting to get away, you're wanting to escape the community or the people or the situation, and you just want to get out of there. But that's more like escapism or avoiding your responsibilities. You want to avoid the situation. So, and you're not allowed to do that. Otherwise, you would already be moving. You see what I mean? So what else can you do or think about while you are waiting, while you are aligning and you're coming into your higher purpose, aligning with your destiny and your future? Okay. Align with, connect with the universe. Acquire, connect with the universe more. The universe knows everything. Oh, your next location has a universal purpose. So you might want to ask your universal team what that purpose is. And sometimes they don't even let you know until it's time to move. Right. You will relocate to an area where you feel like you belong. Or you can communicate with your spirit guides now. Communicate with your higher self now. That's what that's saying. That's right. I asked what can you do in the process? Okay. And work on your financial stability, your resources. So if you set the clear intention that you're ready to move and maybe you need more resources to move to the location that you prefer, then set the intention to attract people into your life that will help you with your financial stability, your business, financial growth. For those of you who need a full-time job, you're going to have to only move somewhere that has full-time job opportunities. Okay, so these are kind of saying you're not really thinking this through. You're just wanting to go and move without considering the consequences. So when you're aligned with your higher purpose and your finances are aligned and your intentions and your soul's purpose are all aligned with your vision, then that's most likely when you're going to move. And even the timing of that, it's it's determined by your spiritual path, your higher self, your soul's purpose. So, okay, group 1, this is your reading, what you don't see at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to comment below if you would like. If you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. And if there's something else that you think that you are not seeing clearly, then feel free to choose another pile. And I will reveal to you more in the other pile. Hey there, group number 2. Welcome to your pick a card reading. There's something that you are not seeing. Maybe you don't see it clearly or you don't see this coming. So let's find out. If you chose the Epidote crystal, I'm going to set this right here. What is it that group number 2 does not currently see? 6 of Pentacles and 7 of Wands. So what group number 2 currently is not able to see is how you are receiving exactly what you need while you are navigating some sort of change in your life. That you have enough. That there are other people that are willing to help you or assist you with something if you need help in your daily life, in your daily routine. But you're already receiving enough. So keep in mind, there's like Taurus energy over here. And Taurus, I think, Taurus always believes that they need to have more. And so there's nothing wrong with that. But right now, for where you're at in your life, you have enough. You have enough. And maybe this is something that many of you don't see. Maybe you don't see it that way. So let's pull some more cards and get some more information. So what is it? You know, what you're not seeing, why? What more does group 2 need to know? Oh, that's 2 cards. Okay. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So I don't know if you've been dealing with some sort of financial struggle or material struggles. I don't know if you've been living alone, having to take care of things on your own and feeling like you don't have enough. But honestly, there's going to be an opportunity that shows up in your life very soon. It's good news. And so for some of you, this could be a new job. This could also be some sort of inheritance or a lottery winning or a return on an investment for some of you. I feel like you've been waiting. You've been just like trying to keep things together for I don't know how long, and you're just ready to move forward with your life, but you've been having to like manage your resources somehow. But what you're not currently seeing is that all this is about to change. So your financial situation is about to expand in a really beautiful and amazing way. Like earning, receiving even more than you thought that you ever needed. So you've been patiently waiting and working and hanging on. So this is definitely good news. So for some of you, again, how this opportunity shows up really depends on what you need in your personal life. But for some of you, there are people that are willing to step up and help and support you. But for others, it's the job or, you know, it's some sort of investment that is going to be paying out that you don't really see this coming. You don't see this happening. So this is amazing news. Let's pull some cards from your spirit guides. What more does your spirit guides want you to know? Definitely your money, your financial situation is about to change. Okay, you came to serve. Oh, energy goes where attention flows. So what some of you may not see is that you've been working on karma, or wherever Saturn is transiting in your life. You've been having to take on responsibility for yourself. You've been having to take on more responsibilities. So you've been working through karmas. So you've been putting your effort, your energy into something, and the something is about to pay back. That's what this is telling me. So communication, recognition, communication, inspiration, definitely good news is on the way. This might even something like somebody hears through the grapevine that you're needing assistance or something's going on or you need a job. There's something that, sorry if I'm pointing you out, calling you needy, but there's something here that you're ready to receive. Oops, sorry. But you've been waiting and just not really sure when anything was going to change. So what are these that just flipped around? The light of life says, embrace your unique glow, however small, to light the way ahead. Right. You've been working on your patience. Maybe that's what you've been working on. Saturn, although this says Mars, but you've been forced. So this is a life lesson kind of thing. Beautiful things take time. So let yourself grow stronger in the waiting. So the wait is almost over, is what I'm hearing. Group number 2. I almost said group number 4. How about another message for group number 2? Something that you don't see. And usually when I do readings for the present moment. So even though they're all timeless, this is something that is most likely going to be happening sooner rather than later in your life. Right? So you've been learning how to be patient, how to go with the flow, trust the process, while also dealing probably with limited resources. I want to pull one more card because there's room. There's room for one more card over here. So one more card for group number 2. We already have 2 of those. Oh, here, let's go to this deck. Group number 2. What do you not see? Okay. There could be a person coming into your life that's going to change everything. A significant male or divine masculine. It could be male or female. Spiritual. Okay, so you are manifesting. It's something that you're working toward. It's something that you've been manifesting. So honestly, when we see these, money, some of you, it might be relationship. It could be commitment. It could be marriage. It could be career. But definitely positive change and a change in your income, your happiness, etc. And so this is something on its way, group number 2, that you don't see coming. So this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as usual. I'm wishing you a fantastic day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 3. If you chose the purple fluorite crystal, what is it that you don't see? You don't see it coming, or maybe you're not seeing something clearly. So let's find out. There is 10 of Cups. Happily ever after. Happiness, fulfillment, home, family, marriage, by the river, the creek, happiness, joy, whatever you want to call that. Whatever the 10 of Cups means for you. Ooh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Wow. I want to start singing Happy Days Are Here Again. Something happening in perfect divine timing. Blessings are unfolding for group number 3. Everything you've been hoping and waiting and wishing for. Wow. Okay. Group number 3. Where did my other tarot cards go? So this is coming. What more? I mean, technically, we could just end the reading right here, couldn't we? But like, we don't really need any more cards. What more does group 3 need to know? What is it that group C does not see coming in the present moment? Oop. Those are, nope. They're all trying to jump out at the same time. Two of Pentacles. I feel like you've been waiting to move forward. You have Two of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Sun, a new chapter, a happy ending, Ace of Swords. Definitely a new beginning, a new chapter, a new life, new prosperity, happiness. It could be a brand new everything. If this is a chapter or it's a reset, maybe everything that you have been wishing for and waiting for is about to manifest for you. Okay, I need some more cards and messages for group number 3. Love. 33. Is that your lucky number? Oh, look, you've got 1010. I just noticed that. It's a sign. It's happening. Oh, there's like 2 cards here. Well, your soul will find those that you were meant to experience life with. So, new people. There's so much more than you think. There's so much more to life. There's so much more to yourself. There's so much more that is coming into your life than you may currently realize. It could be a brand new everything because these, freedom, confidence, liberation, happiness, success, prosperity, a new chapter, a new life, a new relationship. Pick one. Pick one or pick all. Okay, I really do feel this is something that maybe you've been wanting for forever. But of course, when we realize that there's something that we want in life, we want it right now, right? But you've had to wait. Oh, look, you've got the number 44 down here as well. Oh, and if you look at the symbol for Jupiter, you've got 444. Look at all the synchronicity. 444, 10, 10, 33. This has the number 27, so 27 or 9 might be a significant number for you as well. What more does group 3 need to know? What do they don't? Dreams. So did this card come up because I was just talking about hopes, wishes, and dreams? Keep pursuing your innermost dreams and your ideals. Your dream is coming true. Maybe all of them are coming true. I don't know if they're all coming true at the same time or what, but your wishes and your dreams are coming true and you just don't see them. Inspiration. Gain insight and wisdom from life. So this is a brand new life experience. Everything might be changing for you very soon. Look, these are like cycles, chapters, endings, new beginnings. I really do feel like everything is changing for you. But everything is changing. Ooh. Almost lost the cards. Everything is changing and manifesting everything that you're dreaming for. Or did I say that right? Everything you've been waiting for. Yeah. Dragonfly spirit and change. A new life. A new emotional well-being, happiness, support, freedom, confidence, prosperity, joy, a new chapter. I wanted to pull, let's put that over there. I want one of these cards. Group number 3. Oh, should I pull? I'm not sure if I want this one or not. Let's look. Oh, look at that. Okay. And I almost said no to it. Nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. You'll find a way. change. There's significant change happening. You don't see this coming. But nothing is impossible. So keep dreaming, because there's definitely lots of significant changes happening for you in your near future. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicity, the symbols, the confirmations. Follow your heart. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Your soul. What if your soul has been out there looking for all of the potentials to make your wishes and your dreams come true, and that's why you've been having to wait? Well, so I really don't know what more to say, group number 3. But this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment on the channel or the cards as well if you'd like. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a fantastic day. Even watch for falling stars too. It might be a sign. Sorry, now I've got the hiccups. Wishing you a fantastic day, and I'll see you in another video. Hey there, group number 4. Welcome to your pick a card reading for today. There's something that you don't see, or you're not seeing something clearly, or you don't see this coming. So if you were drawn to the turquoise, I'm going to put your crystal back up here. So what is it that you're not seeing? Okay, 6 of Swords is usually a transition. Oh, and Ace of Wands. Is this movement? Is this moving somewhere? It's definitely... Usually 6 of Swords is a peaceful transition, going somewhere else. Look, you've got the city in the background. You've got the city in the background. Here, obviously, it's the ocean. But here, there looks like a river. So something is changing. So let's get some more information for group number 4. Of course, we usually don't see a transition when we're in the middle of it either. So something is changing for you in the background scene, and that's what you don't currently see. The Hanged Man, the 4 of Cups. Some of you might just be feeling stuck or bored in your daily life or reality. Maybe you're just longing for something different. 3 of Cups. So celebration is near. The Hermit. Change. Introspection. Okay, we need more information. What's changing? That's what I'm wondering. It's like, what's changing? Let's go to this deck first. Group 4. Reflection, right? Find better ways to improve yourself through reflection. Oh, I was calling it introspection. What do your spirit guides want you to know? Oh, that's 2 cards. Is this 1 card? Oh no, that looked like 2 cards stuck together. Listen to the voice within when it persists. Okay. Right? What's changing? What's changing? Or was it that you don't see? Oh, your perception, your perspective, or the way that you're seeing your situation, your current situation needs to change. Would make sense. Or maybe you don't see yourself in your current situation. Okay, leadership, the lighthouse. Group 4. More clarity for group 4. What is it? Group 4 doesn't say. Okay, a new beginning. I knew there was transition, there was change, there's celebration, excitement in your future. Some of you might be looking for more solitude, or maybe some of you are trying to get out of the solitude, but I feel like you're kind of just bored or feeling stuck in your current situation and maybe not sure what to do about it, or you feel like you don't have any control over it, but there is positive change happening in your future and you don't see this coming. So this new beginning, find better ways to improve yourself while you're waiting. That's why some of you might be feeling stuck. Some of you are in hermit mode or isolation because you are meant to be working on your spiritual self, working on your strength, your gifts, your emotional stability, your job. There's something here. Well, you're working on your inner self, this inner strength, inner resilience, inner responsibility, taking responsibility for yourself and your solitude. So I feel like many of you are either you feel alone or you're on your own. Sometimes we can be in a relationship and we still feel alone. So what more? I want to pull a card from this deck. Group number 4. What is it that you don't see? Okay, that one's going down, I think. I want to grab this one. Yeah, stay true to you, call it to you. There's something that you're desiring or wishing for in your life, but when this card usually shows up, it's just a reminder that whatever it is that you are hoping to gain in your life, it's important to know that you must align with it so that you can attract it. So stay true to yourself. And while you're going through any kind of transition, or if you're feeling stuck in your current spot, when you change how you feel, right, and you gain this inner strength, you will claim this inner stability. I don't know, it's almost like this inner confidence is what is asking you, take a look in the mirror. And so there's even that meme that I like to use a lot. If you're looking for someone to change your life, take a look in the mirror, because it's only you that can change your perspective. So I feel like you're in your current situation because you need to get a different perspective about something on your life or your path or your purpose. But there is a new beginning. There's movement. There's transition. You may be going to another location or moving or traveling, and you don't see this coming. Let's pull one more card. Oh, let's pull from this deck. What more does group 4 need to know? So, okay, those just jumped out. Obviously, they want me to show you these 3 cards. So you're working on your inner self, your true reflection, your truth, your spiritual truth, your purpose, your heart's desires, what you really want. You're focusing on your truth, your goals, your dreams. But I feel like you're meant to be taking leadership, responsibility for yourself and assert your goals and your desires. So I feel like many of you are manifesting this change, this new beginning for yourself, because you've been realigning on the inside. Because what they say about law of attraction is that once the inside change, your outer reality and what shows up in your external reality will change to match what you believe, what you love, what you're tuned into, and what you're manifesting. So you've been going through some sort of self-improvement. Whether this is something you've been doing on your own or with a group or something else. Okay. So this is like a significant event that's happening in your life, this new beginning. And so there's scattered, it's transitional. Well, and these are even navigating changes. So if I put this here, oh, right now, while you are navigating uncertain life changes, you should be focusing on yourself and your inner strength, gathering all the pieces. It's almost like putting yourself back together again, or you're in the process of claiming wholeness and confidence and strength in your own right, especially for those of you who are alone. You're putting the pieces back together or gathering, reclaiming the pieces of your truth, maybe parts of yourself that you lost along the way. So right now you are going through a period of introspection and reflection, reclaiming, parts of yourself that maybe even you gave away to someone else or to life or something that you sacrificed. You're bringing it all back into yourself again. You're reclaiming your soul, your dignity, your heart's desires. You're remembering your truth. Okay. So definitely changes, transitions, working on yourself, improving your mindset so that you can manifest a better future life or opportunity. But change is inevitable, and we don't usually see change, especially if you live in an area where change isn't necessarily obvious. If you live in a big city, change is more evident. But if you live in a small or a rural community, you're likely not to witness any kind of change whatsoever. It just kind of depends on your scenery. But I feel like many of you've already been in this hermit mode, and what you don't see is this change, complete change happening in your life, in your near future. So I feel like you've been reclaiming your sense of self, your dignity, aligning with your higher self and your heart's desires. It's what if you can, when you realize everything that you want, what happens if you can align with that emotionally and believe it and allow it and open yourself up to it? What if you can actually attract everything that you want into your space exactly where you are right now without even having to go anywhere? Just a curious thought. Just a curious thought. Anyway, okay. Group 4, definitely transitional times for you, time for you to reflect, get your stuff together, because you do attract what you are, what you feel, and what you believe. So this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do click the like button. And if you're ever interested in private reading, feel free to reach out to me. My links are in the description box. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.